Sitting in front of my computer, I wonder what I could possibly do to motivate myself in the hopes that I'll get a video done. Lewis, you've gotta do this. It's Wednesday and you still have no idea what you're doing. You have been put in a situation like this. You know what needs to be done, but you just can't do it. You don't care about it. Okay, shut up, I already made a video about this. But that video was trash, so here we go again. This time, we're talking about real motivation. What keeps me motivated? Well, many different things. First and foremost, the idea of creating an awesome and entertaining video. I would just love to make something that doesn't even compare to the typical YouTube video. Second, the fans. Feedback is my all-time favorite thing in making videos. The idea that I could get more of it keeps me going. Now, you see what I did there? That's a trick I call changing the focus. Instead of thinking about what needs to come next, I think about what I stand to gain from making said video. When you're eager to do something, motivation will come on its own. Sure, I have a huge list of ideas that I could express in a video form, yet, most of the time I end up making videos that weren't even on the list in the first place. This is the proper mindset in motivating yourself. Stop caring about what you need to do next, and start remembering what it is that you love about it. Not only that, but remember what you gain from it. What needs to be done next is figuring out what exactly you need to do. For some, this may be obvious, and for others, this may be tedious. Whatever it is that you're doing, don't worry about it in its entirety. Think about it in steps. What is the next step you need to take in whatever project or practice that it may be? Got it? Okay, well, apply it. And don't let anything get in the way. Have a job to do? Well, it's real simple. Figure out what needs to be done, figure out what's keeping you from doing it, eliminate what's keeping you from doing it, then, well, obviously, do it. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be wrong video. In all seriousness, losing motivation sucks. But if it's something you're passionate about, and something you love, you can't give it up. Even if it's something that you aren't particularly fond of, if it needs to be done, then do it. You won't make it anywhere unless you pick yourself up and start working at it. I understand what it feels like to be demotivated. I've been there myself. But when it comes to those times, that's when you need motivation the most. Listen, if you found something that you care about, something that you want to keep doing, that's something special. You can't just let it go. You can't just give up because of a little motivation. Believe it or not, most of the reasons someone is demotivated is not because they dislike something. It's because they would rather do something else. They would rather be distracted and not get things done. They would rather go on watching YouTube videos instead of progressing. You want to know how I know this? Because that has been me. But I set a goal, and I want you to do the same. My goal is to put a video out every Saturday, and at the time of writing this, it's a Thursday. This isn't just something I want to do, it's something I need to do. Sometimes you have to stop relying on your own motivation, your state of mind, and start relying on a set schedule. Don't let something as petty as your feelings get in the way of what needs to be done. I can say without a doubt that it has worked for me. So what's to say that it can't work for you? All you have for yourself by the end is this little dash. So you tell me, is what you're doing right now worth it? Or would you rather get out there and do what you love? You got one shot at life and this is how you want to spend it? You can make it through life without doing anything important. And that's fine. If you had a good life, good for you. But what do you want to look back at? Seriously, 10 years from now, is what you're doing right now what you want to be looking back at? Are you honestly going to be happy with yourself? I seriously want you to ask yourself this next time you lack any motivation. Because what you're doing right now is going to mean everything to your future self. Don't put something off tomorrow that could be done today. Because tomorrow could turn into 2 days, 3 days, 10 years, your entire life. What if you never even finish what you set out to accomplish? Is that just an acceptable loss to you? Now, I want you to believe me when I say this. You can do just about anything you put your mind to. You want to know why? Because you're a physical human being with the same capabilities as every other physical human being. You would like to be a millionaire? Is that it? Well, congrats, hundreds of other people have done it. So what's stopping you? Like I said earlier, if there is something in your way, get rid of it. Don't let your problems just pile up in front of you. Fix what you can, and if it's unchangeable, change your mindset. If the only thing keeping you back is yourself, then get rid of that self-doubting mindset and start living in the real world. The world where you can learn what needs to be learned, gain what needs to be gained, and the world that allows you to fulfill your dream if you actually try hard enough and care enough about it. But Lewis, I want to be a runner, but I'm fat, have no legs, and too old. Have people already fixed these problems before you? Yeah, actually they have. Lose the weight, buy some legs, do what needs to be done. Yeah, but Lewis, life's not fair. Well, then try again. Failure is fuel for those who learn, for those who try again, for those who get up stronger than ever. So, let's stop sitting around and actually get something done. And you better keep working at it, because if you use the small amount of motivation you may feel and go back to your normal routine, that's not good enough. Giving up is for those who don't want to reach their goal hard enough. So start caring, because I know without a shadow of a doubt that you can realistically do what needs to be done. By writing this script right now, I'm fulfilling my dream. So why can't you do the same?